Hello everybody. Hello YouTube. Hello art history enthusiasts and visual culture aficionados. It's me again, Miss M, and I'm back with yet another video. This time, guess what we're doing this time? Oh my stars. It's time. It's time. It's time to shine. I hope you're happy. I hope this all goes okay. Last time I did one of these was a month ago, and I was just doing my slides tonight for part 10, which will cover minutes 27 through 30 on my copy of the movie. Okay. I just kind of I was going through the slides and I said, you know what? Why am I taking so long to do these? I mean, one reason is, yes, I work. Another reason is this shit takes time. And I was thinking, okay, you know, shining videos are my most popular videos. I'll just click on the popular button here, as you can see. Okay, as you can freaking see. Just about all of my videos that have more than 500 views are all shining or shining related videos. So I mention this every now and again when I'm doing my videos. I want to try, I don't know whether or not I'll succeed, but I want to try doing a shining video like once a week. Okay, more than, like, you know, as opposed to you know, once a month. Like the last one was 1 month ago. That was part 9. How long ago was part 8? Yeah, 3 months ago. I can't, yeah, no, I gotta just like be more consistent, I guess, in doing this. But, you know, never mind that. We're here to shine. We're here to shine. We're here to analyze this movie frame by frame by frame. Last time, on maybe that's why it's also taken me so long. Last time for part 9, I got a freaking copyright claim that I know I didn't deserve. I tried to dispute it. YouTube could give a damn. And I don't know, like, again, I haven't really addressed it or tried to pursue the issue further, but you know, I'm going to try and I don't know how to be careful. I'm doing screenshots of the movie. 3 minutes of the movie, not the whole movie. And I'm analyzing the screenshots for the scenery, the props, everything. And they're giving me a hard time. Again, maybe I'm a paranoid, like, weirdo, but if somebody's been reporting my videos and, like, this keeps happening, you know, that's messed up. Don't do that. Whoever you are, if you're listening, don't do that. If I'm right. If I'm wrong, okay, I'm wrong. But we're going to do this minutes 27 through 30. And just in case, I've got this here, if we need to consult the script as far as dialogue. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let me get the church announcements out the way. Your guys' reaction to my Eraserhead video, I love it. Thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. And my rum break video, the last one, Typewriters, Facts, and Pettiness. Mr. Petty Betty himself, Stephen King. Oh Lord, that man. Anyway, new viewers, thank you for being new. Returning viewers, thank you for returning. Subscribers, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate each and every last one of you. Thank you so much for being my subscribers. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos if you know anybody who might enjoy this. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Just go ahead and do it right now as I'm talking during these church announcements. Get that right out the way. You know, liking the videos is supposed to help. It's supposed to help push me out into the algorithm. So, you know, whatever's. Anything else I want to say? That's it. That is it for church announcements. I'm loving that you seem to be enjoying the artwork that I'm putting up. I have yet to make any one red cent from any of this. Okay, yeah, you can go and, if you want to, you can buy one of these. They're not terribly expensive. That's, I'm choosing them because I like the way they look. Out of the stuff that I've been seeing on the Saatchi website, these are the things that appeal to me. You guys seem to like them too, at least some of you. So that's awesome. And that's that, really. That's that for church announcements. I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee because I know I'm going to get dry talking about this. I know that these videos last usually at least an hour and a half, so I'm going to get something to wet my whistle as I go. Let me just show you right away what this looks like. This is the first slide. Okay, this is the first slide, and let me see how many I did this time. Not as many as I usually do. It's nowhere near 180. This time it's like 134. And this is the part of the movie where we finally get to see, where's the damn thing? Hold on. Hold on. We get to finally see the inside of this room, and I get to talk about it. And I've been, I did my slides. I did my screenshots. I put them in a PowerPoint presentation. And before I switched on the recorder, I took a good look at all these slides. And let me tell you, I've noticed something. Once again, about the dry and canned goods room. Good Lord. I've got so much to say, but especially about this room. Like I said, we left off here. Okay, they entered this door, this freezer, allegedly, and they exited this one over here, the one closer to the exit, over here, this wall. So that's kind of where we left off, and the mystery about Doc and whether or not Halloran is calling Danny Doc because he heard Jack and Wendy call him Doc or whatever. I think, I kind of handled that, and I used Script Slug to do it. Nobody calls him Doc before Halloran in the movie. Okay? Period. Wendy, it's another Fig Newton of Wendy's imagination, and I'll just leave it at that. Now, let me get my coffee, and then I'm gonna get into it. So just 1 second, guys. Okay, y'all, I'm back with my coffee. And here we are, like I said, where we left off in the last video. And here's Wendy. She's still in the process of questioning Halloran about why he called Danny Doc. Okay, and we're still in this freezer area, freezer hallway, freezer lane. There's 1, 2, I assume both of these are freezers on the other side, which is interesting. I just thought of something. Good heavens. I just thought of something. These doors on this side of the hallway, there's 2 of them. Okay, so the number 2, I think it's more important in this movie than we might realize, or that we might have realized in the past, because those damn twins. Okay, there's 2 of them, and again, there's 2 doors on this side, and then there's 1 door on this side. So he opens this door, but they walk out of this door over here. All right. So why is that? I'm not sure. Is that just to create a sense of unease and imbalance, or just, to keep the audience feeling just weird? I'm not sure. Also, if any of you, I don't know if any of you mentioned this in the comments or not, these red lights above each of the doors. What the hell is that for? I don't know anything about industrial freezers, so you're going to have to help me with that one. Also, in Halloran's office over here, I assume these are the windows for the chef's office, and he's the head chef, so I guess this is his office. There's 2 things on the wall. I don't know what they are. Are they diplomas? Are they certificates of some kind? Health inspectors? I don't know. But there they are. There's 2 of them. Like I said, 2. My goodness. There's 2 rows of cards on this time punch thing over here. There's this, I don't know, bulletin board thing with, again, it's got double doors. The number 2 is the idea of things that come in pairs or just 2 of them. Like, there seems to be quite a bit of that in this movie when you really, really, really like think about it for a second. Anyway, Wendy is in the process of, she's still questioning Halloran, like, why did you call him Doc? And he says, well, I probably heard you call him Doc. And she says, I don't remember doing that since we got here. I think you know what I'm talking about, right? That part of the movie. And we're looking at it right now. So, Tankard, keep an eye on these knives. Like, why is she even asking him about that? Know what I mean? Like, why the hell is she even asking him about why he called Danny Doc? And he gives her his, I don't know, explanation. He says, I guess I heard you call him that. And she says, I don't know. I haven't called him that since we got here. And it's like, why is she's why is she trying to, like, does she think he's lying? And if he is lying, like, I don't think he's lying, but she thinks he's lying. You see, I'm not using my words very well. I'm sorry. But Wendy obviously thinks that Halloran is lying about the reason why he called Danny Doc. He says, I probably heard you say it. And she says, no, I haven't called him that since we got here. And it's like, why is she so suspicious? Why is this such an important issue for her? Important enough for her to ask him that question. And then when he gives his explanation, she, in his face, okay, just straight up doubts his explanation. Like, no. In other words, she's saying, no, you're lying. It's not because you heard me or my husband call him Doc. It's some other reason. And I think that the other reason is what we're about to see in this 3-minute clip that I've screenshotted and PowerPointed for you. Because Wendy, this line of questioning and her doubting his explanation and whatever, this is like, she thinks he's got, what they call in this movie, The Shining. She thinks he's psychic, that he has ESP, whatever, and he's just, not telling her because for whatever reason he's not telling her. That's what she thinks I think that's what Wendy thinks is going on. That's why she's doubting his explanation. But bear in mind, I already covered the Doc thing in the last video in part 9. Nobody calls him Doc before Halloran does in the script. He's the first person to call him Doc. Period. Wendy doesn't call him that, and in their apartment before they move to the Overlook, no. Halloran is the first person to call him Doc. So Wendy's just like, I don't know what this is called, what she's doing. Halloran calls Danny Doc, and then Wendy claims that they call him Doc all the time. We haven't seen it. So that claim of hers, I think, is a lie. Or her mind is just spinning out of control, and then she asks him, why did he call him Doc? He tells her why, and she basically tells him, no, I don't believe you. That's weird. That's weird. If somebody called me or like my kid something, and it was not the kid's name, I would be like, okay, they called him a cute name, like whatever. Yeah, what's the big deal? I'm not going to go and question that person and say, why did you call me that? Why did you call my kid that? Like, what's wrong with you? Where did you hear anybody call him that? Like, I didn't call him that. Why are you calling him that? Like, that's weird. That's just aggressive as hell. I mean, she's not doing it aggressively. She's doing it her little, like, milquetoast kind of way. But she doesn't trust this man. She's not trusting him to tell her the truth about why he called him Doc. Okay. Anyway, like I said, here they're turning a corner. So they were just in freezer lane, and the chef's office is on the corner with windows on both exterior facing walls. So I guess so he can see everything that's going on in the kitchen, right? There's this back here. Is this a freezer? And if it is a freezer, like, why? Don't they already have 3 of them? Why do they need an extra freezer back here? I don't know. There's another exit sign. There's exit signs all over this freaking hotel. Like, I mean, is that normal? I mean, I don't know. Public buildings or whatever, when you're in them, you don't really pay attention to details like that. But, like, there seems to be an overabundance of exit signs. Maybe I shouldn't say all, but it seems to be most of them red, with red letters to spell out exit, like all over the place. All over the place. Weird. Just freaking weird. What else we got? Yeah. Okay. So they're making their way over to the pantry, or the dry goods room. I'll just call it the dry goods room because we all know what that is. We've watched this movie. Okay. Now, Tancred, I told you to keep an eye on these knives. This is why. Okay. I think she's still questioning him about the Doc thing. Ooh, she's annoying. By the way, that means that Shelley Duvall played her really well. Because when you really think about this character, there are so many little nuances in Shelley Duvall's performance that you don't see if you're just watching this movie for entertainment purposes. Like, yeah, no, she really, like, did the damn thing. She's awesome. She's just awesome. Anyway, now, look at these knives. They're pointed at Danny. At Danny's head. Okay? Danny's head. While I think they're still talking about the freaking Doc thing. And then there's a sink down here. Okay, knives. There's a bunch of them. Oof. Should I count them? You know what? I don't have that kind of time. But speaking of time, check out the clock on the wall. I don't know what time it says on that clock. Is it like 10:05 in the morning? Is that like, this is the hour hand, this is the minute hand? I assume. Excuse me. So if this is still like 10:05 in the morning, my goodness. Like, how early did they get here? And they've already been, like, all over the place. They've already been through the Colorado Lounge. They've already visited the apartment. They already saw the gold room. Like, they've been everywhere. And here we are in the kitchen. Now, Jack and Ullman and Watson are somewhere else. We don't know where they are. We don't know what they're doing, but they're somewhere else. And we're here in the kitchen in this, that Wendy says is like a maze. She's going to have to leave breadcrumbs. Stanley devoted a good amount of time to this kitchen scene with Wendy and Danny and Halloran. I don't know why, but anyway, so it's, these knives are pointed right at his head, and this is not the first time we're going to see this. This is these knives. There's going to be a whole another set of knives pointed at his head later. And again, note the time. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think the thing pointing at the 10 is a second hand. I think it's an hour hand. And then this is the minute hand pointing at the 5, 10:05. I assume in the morning because it was daylight out. Anyway, now this, what we're looking at here is Halloran saying, well, he looks like a Doc, you know, like the Bugs Bunny cartoons. And he says, meh, what's up, Doc? Okay. This is what we're looking at here. And she's still giving him a hard time. And he says he looks like a Doc. All right? Some people think that's like the leader of the Seven Dwarfs, Doc. Or some people think it's Bugs Bunny And Bugs Bunny, when he refers to people as Doc, is not Bugs Bunny himself. No, it's the people that Bugs Bunny calls Doc. And usually, in my recollection of Bugs Bunny cartoons, whoever Bugs Bunny calls Doc is just not very bright. It's somebody that Bugs Bunny is gonna like, tap dance his on their head or whatever. Like, that's who Bugs Bunny calls Doc. People who he doesn't believe are very bright. That's just my opinion, okay? Anyway, so he's talking about that. He's laughing. Wendy is like not amused. Look at that freaking face. Look at that serious ass face. She's holding Danny's hand like, I don't know why. I don't know what the hell is this is she overcompensating for something? Is she trying to visually prove that she's a good mother by like holding his hand constantly? I don't know. I just don't know. But her face, it looks annoyed. Look at it. That's why I do so many screenshots, not just to get a really good look at the scenery, the props, the set design, and maybe pick out symbolism or just items that are part of the subtext of this movie, the part that's not said out loud. It's also these micro expressions on these faces. Look at her face. Look at Danny's face. Oh my goodness. She holding his hand and the other hand is patting his head. Okay. And Danny's face, that is like a polite but awkward smile. Okay. Danny is smiling because I guess he feels it's the right thing to do in this moment. But here we go, and they're about to go. Look at her face. Look at her face. She's annoyed. She's not happy. She's not smiling. She didn't think his joke about Bugs Bunny, "What's up, Doc?" was funny. No. Just no. And again, knives pointed straight at Danny's head. Lord. Here we go into the dry goods room. Okay. So, you guys, this is kind of the highlight of this particular installment of Understanding the Shining, Part 10. Here they are entering this dry goods room, and this is like one of my favorite places in the whole movie, the favorite rooms of the hotel, because all this stuff all over the place, all this Costco-sized stuff. Look at all these canned, like, here we go. This one where my cursor is, pears. Canned pears. Over here, this where my cursor is now, fruit cocktail. Big ass can of fruit cocktail. Big ass cans of pear, I guess compote. I don't know what to call it. I haven't eaten it in years. This is some treetop apple juice. Okay. And a lot of this stuff you just can't tell what it is. Like here, I can very easily make out. Okay, treetop apple juice, fruit cocktail, pears, sweet relish, big ass cans of Heinz, sweet relish. There's some more pickled items here. I just can't tell what they are. More treetop apple juice up here on the shelves. More fruits. Fruit cocktail, fruit salad in a can. I don't know what this jar with the red stuff is. I don't know what this jar is over here on the corner with the orange stuff. Whatever. I see the word Heinz ketchup over here. We just found out that French fries and ketchup are Danny's favorite food. I don't know what these cans are up here, but are probably Libby's. Maybe it's canned fruits or vegetables, judging by the label. I would assume canned beets. I could be wrong. I don't know. There's these sacks on the floor. Are those sacks of salt? I'm not sure. I know that there are sacks of salt, but they don't look quite like this. They have like a burlap. They're not paper sacks. They're burlap sacks later in the movie where Jack like falls asleep when she locks him in here. There's Ritz crackers in the boxes, and then there's some Ritz crackers just open on top of these boxes. This over here, I have no idea. Again, with the no smoking in red. Over here, it says Millar's. I don't know what the hell that is. Is it? Oh no, it says buttermilk pancake mix. Okay. This is some salad oil. I could go on and on. Oh, mushroom soup over here. Another Heinz product. Then there's these big white cans of chicken meat. I guess that's for chicken salads. I don't know. and more pickled, whatever these are, peppers, olives. I don't know. There's more pickled vegetables here. This looks like cauliflower and carrots to me. Whatever. What I wanted to kind of emphasize with regard to these dry goods, food items in this room is that it's all canned. It's all canned. I'm sorry, I just took a sip of coffee. If you heard it, I'm sorry. But these are not fresh foods. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, if you enjoy fruit cocktail, God bless you. But if you like beets, yeah. You know what? You're a better person than me. I can't stand them. Whether they're canned, pickled, or fresh, no. The only way I'll tolerate beets is like if I juice them, and it has to be with other stuff like carrots and apples and whatever. No. And by the way, since I'm talking about that, I really want to try that David Lynch smoothie that he has allegedly every morning. Blueberries, peaches, and protein powder. I'll try it out. I'll try to. I've never used protein powder in my life, even though I'm a born and raised Californian. But I'll try find some at the store, and I'll try doing a David Lynch blueberry and peach and protein powder smoothie, and I'll let you know how it tastes. Anyway, so like a lot of this stuff. Oh, I guess this is corned beef over here. Look at this. So this reminds me of the inside of Costco, just like a microcosm of that. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a woman and I'm at the grocery store a lot. I don't know. I just don't freaking know. But what struck me about these items in this dry goods room is that, when they're walking towards the gold room, I think that's when. I could be mistaken. But Wendy asks, what's his face, Ullman, has royalty stayed here? And that's the part of the dialogue where he says all the best people have stayed here, celebrities, politicians, you name it. And she's like, royalty? And he says, the best people. Okay. Is this what you would feed? The best people? I'm just saying. I am just saying. Like, if royalty... I mean, of course they go to restaurants just like the rest of us, but I don't think that a place that caters to the best people, which is celebrities, royalty, politicians, like big money people, famous people, I don't think that they would serve them like fruit cocktail. You know what I mean? Or canned beets. Is it just me? Am I missing something? Like, I figure, again, maybe it's just this modern world, like, the best people, or, people who like to think they're the best people, they shop at places like Erewhon here in Los Angeles, or Gelson's, or what's that other one? I don't even know if it's open anymore. Haven't been in a long ass time. Bristol Farms, Whole Foods. By the way, one of their locations closed here recently. I don't know what the hell's going on. Whole Foods. What's the other one? Trader Joe's. Like, I've never seen anything like anything that's in this room at any of those stores. Like, I've never been to Erewhon. I'm not going. But, Bristol Farms? Oh, hell no. Mm-mm. No. So this is poor people food that we're looking at in this dry goods room. Like the canned ham. Did I mention the canned ham? Whatever. There it is. It's canned ham. You can tell by the shape of the can. There's chicken, canned chicken, corned beef, mushroom soup, all this relish, and all these pickled vegetables. There's nothing fresh here. There's like nothing, I don't know, seasonal or whatever. I mean, I know they're closing the hotel, and it's just going to be the family living there, the three of them. And I don't know if there's any, I know they're going to be there a long time, but are they going to eat all of this stuff? I don't know. I don't know. But this is not what I would feed the best people. This is not what I would feed myself. Like, I try to stay away from canned food. You know, too much salt. But, I mean, I eat it. Yeah, I do. But, like, I don't know. I don't know when's the last time I had corned beef or canned ham or canned chicken. I always, like, use all fresh stuff. But whatever, that's just me. I'm not trying to, like, I'm not trying to be judgmental of anybody else's, like, food preferences. Those are just mine, you know. But they're in here, and this is when Halloran starts just kind of telling her everything that's in here, or gives her, like, a verbal rundown of, like, all the stuff that's in here. And he sounds like he's a salesman. You know, he sounds like a salesman or a carnival barker or something like that. You know, and another thing I want to mention about this room, nothing is organized. Like, this stuff is just, like, all over the place. Why aren't all the treetop orange juice boxes together? You know, why aren't all the pickled vegetables, like, all in the same place? Or, you know, this is making me furious. I would spend, like, all day rearranging this room so it makes sense. And if it were me, I would, like, put the canned fruit with all the other canned fruit. I would put the condiments with all the other condiments. I would put the beverages with all the other beverages, whether they're, you know, in powder form or in bottle form or whatever. Yeah, this is a mess. I mean, how do they run this place? It looks like a shambles. My goodness. But anyway, that's just my opinion. He's telling her everything that's in this room. And she finally, like, took, wait a minute. When she comes in here, she's still got her hand on his head and his hand in her hand. Like, this is just overkill, Wendy. You're trying to prove that you're a good mother. Okay, and then she gets in here and she takes her hands off of him, puts them in her pocket. Okay, he's talking about everything that's in here. And then they go over there and she leaves him behind, which is odd. She hasn't left him behind yet. But, so the camera pans over to the other side of the room. We see all this ketchup. We see all these jugs of what I assume are apple cider vinegar. I could be wrong. It could be another liquid. But here we go. Look at all the ketchup. And then we saw the mushroom soup over on this side. And then over here, we're starting to see the tomato soup. Tomato soup is right next to the ketchup. Both of those substances are red, by the way. Okay. And here we are. Okay, here we are on the other side of the dry goods room. Again, I guess this is the fourth wall as far as this room is concerned. Okay, so here we are. This is where Jack is going to end up, like, sleeping on these sacks of salt. Okay, and on top of the sacks of salt, I assume these are the sacks of salt that he's going to be sleeping on later, is some Maxwell House coffee. There's more chicken meat, tomato soup, ketchup. Okay. More jars of, I assume, pickled items, preserved items. And please turn your attention over to this wall. Okay. This is an important wall. Or these shelves. These are very important shelves in the movie. You know what I don't see on these shelves up here? Baking powder. And you know what brand I'm talking about, too. I see one single solitary can of Tang drink powder. Okay. I see some S&W, again, probably canned vegetables. Okay. I see this here. Check out this here. I'm circling it with my cursor. It's a brown jar with, like, a black and green label and a white lid. That is a jar of peanut butter. Okay. How do I know that? Well, because when Jack is knocked out and he's, like, you know, chilling in here, she locks him in here. When, you know, quote unquote, Grady comes to the door to talk to him, he gets up from here and he's been locked in here for however long, and he's been eating peanut butter. And this is the jar that he opens. It's going to end up on the floor over here. He's been eating peanut butter and peanuts. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, who combines peanut butter and peanuts? But you know what? My food preferences are a little weird, so don't go by anything I say. Anyway, Jack is on the floor over here, and it's very obvious that he's been eating peanut butter, peanuts, and I think maybe like cookies. I think he was eating some cookies and some treetop apple juice. He's got a bottle of it open next to him. Okay. I don't know what to think, but never mind that. That's later on in the movie. But they're showing us this room because we're going to see this room again later on in the movie, and you all know why. I want to draw your attention to this jar of peanut butter here. Okay, this is the anchor of this particular wall of shelves in this room, in this movie. Okay, the peanut butter jar is the anchor, and he's making his way over here. Halloran is. He's still, talking up the room, telling Wendy everything that's in here. Okay. All right, and then we see, like I said, more canned goods, more jars of stuff. Oh, I think these are pickles here in these. They're not relish, but I think it says kosher dill pickles, whatever. Okay, and then check out this corner over here. The corner of this, I guess, table that these shelves are resting on in the center of the room. All right, check this out. There's some Calumet right here. There's 2 big-ass cans, Costco-sized cans of Calumet baking powder. Do they even make that stuff anymore, you guys? I don't know. I haven't bought Calumet in a long time. It used to be my brand, and then, for whatever reason, I switched over to Clabber Girl. But anyway, just letting you know, that much Calumet, that much baking powder, these 2 big-ass cans. That's my God. Even if you bake something a couple times a week, like muffins, marble cake, bundt cake, whatever, it's going to take you a long time to use up 2 big cans of Calumet. But then again, this is a restaurant or a hotel kitchen, so never mind me. Anyway, this peanut butter jar is the anchor. We got 1 can of Tang in the middle of all of this up here. All I see is vegetables, fruits, whatever, Libby. Peanut butter. And then next to the peanut butter jar, I think are either 1 or 2 kind of rounded glass jars of, again, probably more pickled items, preserved items. A similar jar is over here, as you can see. It's right next to the jar of peanut butter that I've pointed out to you. And again, Tang, that's it. Tang, green beans, more Libby's products. Okay, Tang. Calumet is all the way down here, pushed under this shelf, in the dark. And here's Frosted Flakes, so Tony is in the house, okay? All right, let me keep going. Check out this corner here. All right? This is very important. This is very, very, very important. Please pay attention. This corner, there's nothing on the corner. There's stuff all over here, but the very, very corner of this table, nothing. There's nothing on that corner. Again, look at all the Tony the Tigers. My God. Okay, some Tang up in here. Tony, Calumet, underneath, under the shadows. I guess these are bags of pasta or whatever, I don't know what kind of pasta, but I guess it's none of my business. Yeah, kosher dill pickle slices. Okay, more tomato products over here, corn. Oh my God. It's like a little room. Well, not a little room, but it's a room like a miniature Costco. Okay, and this says when, as you already know, right? I think I've done an okay rundown of all of the food items and products that are in the room. I know there's stuff I missed, but I missed it because I can't see it or I can't read the label. So please forgive me for that. These shelves, okay, so there's the very top shelf is number 4, the shelf underneath the top shelf is number 3, the shelf below that is number 2, and then this is our base shelf number 1 that's on the counter level. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 tiers of these shelves. Okay, So you know that this is the scene where we are led to believe that Halloran talks to Danny telepathically. Okay? And I said we're led to believe because you know why I'm saying that. I think you should by now. So anyway, she's looking up at all the stuff. He's talking about all this stuff in here. Here's Danny. Okay. And a lot of people have made a lot about, Tech's sun and golden ray behind him, and then cornflakes, Kellogg. All of these things refer to the sun. Okay. Ritz. I don't know what that's all about. But here's some corn. So if interesting. So golden ray, cornflakes, whole kernel corn. I don't know what this nugget thing is here, but it seems to me like all of the foods behind Danny on this wall are either foods that are named after the sun or that are yellow in color, like corn, yellow or gold in color, like corn nugget, maybe gold nugget. What else did I see here? Sliced peaches. Those are orange. I guess that's just a darker shade of yellow. I don't know. Here's some more peach halves. A golden ray is something to do with pineapple. Okay. And then we have sliced beets. Those are red. But yeah, cornflakes. What the hell? Treetop. And the treetop apple juice is right up here. Treetop. I mean, is Stanley trying to... he could have picked some other brand of apple juice. There were other brands around. There have been other brands of apple juice around for a while. But, he could have picked another brand. He could have picked Mott's. Why does it have to be treetop? He's trying to make us think of trees and apples. Maybe the Garden of Eden in Genesis. I don't know. I'm not sure. And golden ray. Ray, it means king. And most kings have something to do on planet Earth. I don't mean just in Europe or just in the Western world. No. In many, many places on planet Earth, kingship has something to do with the sun. I don't know why, but it just does. I know the explanation as to why, but again, I'm not sure I buy that 100%. Anyway, and then we have this minced clams in the back here. I don't know what to think of that. But anyway, let's get on with it. This is the point in the movie where we hear that noise. The music turns into some noise that sounds like your ears are ringing. And then they focus, they close up on Danny. And then we turn towards Halloran, and this is supposed to be Halloran from Danny's perspective. Okay. There's a reason why I remember when I was telling you about this, I said, oh, look at the peanut butter jar and look at what's next to the peanut butter jar and look at this corner, because this particular scene in the movie, Stanley is playing with us. Okay, do you see that? Do you see the difference? Look at all these white cans that are on this, eye level, or just right at the same level of Halloran's head and just above it. Where are they here? Where's the white cans? All I see is yellow and green and red, and this calumet that I don't see here. If this was for real, hold on. Yeah, right here. Okay, where is it? This is where the calumet cans should be, I think. Okay, it's not there. The peanut butter jar is there. Like I said, that's our anchor. But the stuff that's around the peanut butter jar here, let me go back one. Better perspective. See? Peanut butter jar is here. I don't see no jugs of vinegar, but I do see a couple of jars of whatever this is. Not here. Here, where the jugs or the jars of whatever, pickled stuff, they're just not here. But there are these jugs of, again, what looked to me like apple cider vinegar. And like, where are all the white cans? And again, another thing, let me go back. I don't see any Kool-Aid in this here. Before we switch to Danny's perspective, allegedly, I don't see any Kool-Aid. I don't see any Tang like here. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, no. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. The Tang is over here from this. Yeah, and we can't even see that shelf from this perspective. Oh, they're messing with us. They are messing with us something awful. Do you see what I mean? So whatever is happening in this shot, where it's from Danny's perspective, okay, and we're looking at Halloran's profile, and everybody says, oh, the Calumet baking soda or baking powder can is to remind you of Halloran's face and how they both have a very strong profile, and Halloran is supposed to be a representative for the Native Americans who were killed in the world of this movie and this story, the Native Americans who were killed while the hotel was being built. And it's supposed to be on what? Is it supposed to be on a burial ground? I don't know. But listen, I don't buy that. I don't think if this Calumet can is here because Wendy is hallucinating again. And if there is a connection between the Calumet and Halloran, who is a black man, he's not Native American, he's African American. Okay, African American and Native American, definitely not the same group of people, as far as I know. So, like, who would even, like, make that comparison? Or is it just, like, are we just putting all of the subjugated people into the same category in this movie? Or, like, okay, Native American people were treated really badly, so were black people, African American people. I get, they're in the same. Wait a minute. No, they're two different groups of people. Like, only an obtuse bigot would do something like that or make that kind of comparison. And I already told you that I think Wendy is like a down low racist. And just the way she talked to Halloran, like I told you in the beginning, where she's like questioning, like, why did you call him Doc? Like, where did you heard us call him Doc? Oh no, we haven't done that since we got here. So, like, I don't know if I can trust you, Halloran. Like, see, I told you. I told you, like, I wouldn't let her talk to me that way. Oh, good heavens, no. I would just, like, say up, ma'am, are you trying to say that I'm lying? I mean, because that's basically what she's telling him. How dare she? Oof. Wendy be getting on my nerves. Oh, excuse me. Okay, and what I also wanted to point out, like I said, this corner here, hold on. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I wanted to start this particular series of him. Like, as we zoom in on Halloran and that, like, ringing in your ears noise gets louder and louder, that's when he says to Danny, how'd you like some ice cream, Doc? But he's saying it telepathically. Okay, and I said, pay attention to the peanut jar, that's our anchor. The peanut jar is there. The peanut jar is there. But these jugs are not there from this perspective. And the jars of whatever to the left of the peanut jar that should be here, that are here in this shot, they're not here in this shot. Okay, and I also said pay attention to this corner. There's nothing on it. Well, here we go. This is the same corner. All of a sudden, two big-ass jars. Two big-ass pot-bellied jars of, what the hell is this? Peppers? Whatever. There they are. Please don't tell me. And there's like no jars here. Period. In this perspective. Is this perspective that we're looking at now, is this reality? And then, like, this is not reality. This is the Fig Newton of Wendy's imagination. Okay, I'm starting to think that. Okay, because there's no jars, I don't see no ham. Where's the ham? Where's the ham? Okay, we got, like, I'm saying that because we got some ham up in here. It says, yeah, Danish ham. All right. I'm getting hungry. Like, talking about all this food. And look at the Kool-Aid. No, it's not here. Right above his head? No, maybe you can say, well, you can't really see it because the way these boxes... Okay, what about this? Hold on. Yeah. No. See this open box? It's got yellow cans in it. In this in this shot, the open box is here, but the cans are white. Like, excuse me? Stanley? What you trying to do, Stanley? I don't know if I like this. But, again, there's a Tang can up above where the peanut butter is. Hold on, let me show you again. Yeah? Better angle. Peanut, Tang. Okay. Peanut, no Tang. Peanut, Tang. In the shelf right above it. Peanut butter, no Tang. The Tang magically moved over here. And then it was joined by 3 cans of Kool-Aid. And then down here, a can of Calumet baking powder. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. I mean, is it just... And again, this corner here, these pickled items, relish, peppers, whatever. I told you, this corner is bare. There's all this other shit, but this very, very corner, nothing on it. In this shot, that corner is full. Like, I wouldn't even put stuff that close to the edge. That would like, I have a little OCD, but that would make me crazy. Like, I would be afraid that, like, somebody would knock it over and it would fall and break, and then I have to be, like, mopping up pickle juice. No. So that's just me. I like to think in advance. And another thing before I forget, because my brain is just not very strong lately. I told you this peanut butter jar is here in this shot, in like the reality shot, and it's also here in the Wendy's reality shot. And like I told you, when Jack gets locked in here, yeah, see, this is a better angle. Look, peanut butter jar. That's it. That's what it is. It's a peanut butter jar. When Jack gets locked in here and he falls asleep on these sacks of salt, and he's, I guess he gets the munchies, whatever. So he gets peanut butter, peanuts, I think maybe some Oreo cookies or something. I'm not sure. Or some kind of cookies and some apple juice. Okay. Why does Jack specifically eat that peanut butter? Wendy sees it when she comes in here, right? And then this altered version, the peanut butter is still there, even though everything around it has changed. I'm starting to wonder, Tankard, everybody else, friends, Exorcist reviews, Anno, everybody, you guys. Like, I'm starting to wonder whether or not she even ever locked him in this room. You know what I mean? Like, I think Tankard, is it your theory? I'm not sure, but like, I think your theory is that there's no maze, and that's my theory too. Yeah, no maze. So he doesn't freeze in the maze. Tankard thinks he freezes in one of the freezers. Oh my God, I don't know. I don't know what to think at this point, but I'm pointing this out to you. This might seem like another continuity error, or, like that fool. What was his name? I forgot. But this fool that came into my comments and started criticizing the way I do my videos, and that, criticizing that I'm overanalyzing and whatever. Okay, listen, somebody like him might say, oh, well, it's just, they just happen to have these things one day and these other things another day when they were filming. Like, that would be his simplistic little explanation. I really don't believe that Stanley Kubrick would make mistakes like that. I believe whatever you see in this movie and any other Stanley Kubrick movie is something that he specifically wanted you to see. Okay? Including these changes. And this is not the only room where that happens. It happens in this dry goods room. It happens in the Torrance's apartment upstairs, in the staff wing of the hotel. It happens in the Colorado Lounge. It happens in the Gold Room. Please. It happens way too many times for it to be just a fluke. or like a continuity error or a mistake. Give me a break. Okay, took another sip of coffee. I'm gonna have to fill this cup up again. But anyway, so this is what I wanted you to focus on, or what I wanted to kind of emphasize in this video. Also, in this dry goods room, again, the Kool-Aid was in their apartment on the refrigerator. I think she also had like 3 cans of it altogether on the kitchen counter and on top of the refrigerator or whatever. I don't remember seeing Tang, but I don't know why the hell that's there. Everybody says, oh, this is, again, with the damn moon landing and the astronauts drank Tang. I don't know. I don't know. So, don't, please don't criticize me too much for that, but I don't know what to think about this Tang. You guys, let me know. If you know what to think about the Tang, tell me. Okay, I would love to hear what you have to say. Where are we? Okay, so this is the part where he allegedly communicates with Danny telepathically, and he says, how about some ice cream, Doc? Okay, he's still telling Wendy everything that's in here. And this is Danny allegedly hearing him. Okay, so again, I told you about the background on Danny on that wall. All things to do with the sun or kingship or whatever. Like, or yellow foods, like cornflakes, corn, peaches. Yeah, peaches, I guess they are yellow. Here's more peaches over here. They really just did the thing here. Again, Tony, cornflakes. 1 second. I gotta check something again, because I'm crazy. Yeah, the cornflakes are there too. Okay. Or frosted flakes. Sorry. Excuse me. And here we go. And again, this corner, completely bare. All right, and we're going to see that. Let's see here. Going. I'm going to have to come back. I've got to take care of something. Hold on for a second. All right, I'm back. Always something. But, I don't even know what I was saying. Good Lord. I hate it when that happens. I'll figure it out soon enough, but my goodness. Anyway, like I said, I think I'll reiterate what I was saying a minute ago. Just, empty corner. Not empty from this perspective. I talked about all the cans. Oh yeah, Kool-Aid, Tang. Yeah, I'm sure the best people drink Kool-Aid. I'm sure, like they regularly serve royalty and big name politicians and celebrities fucking Kool-Aid and Tang. Lord in heaven. But another thing that I will say that might or might not be accurate or totally... I remember when watching this movie, probably not this scene, probably the scene where Grady is talking to Jack through this door. I distinctly remember seeing some Sanka. Okay, and I saw the Sanka because I am a child of the 80s. People were drinking that shit. Okay? Ooh. If anybody listening to this was born after 1990, I think like this the Sanka craze died off in the 90s. I mean, I think they probably still sell it, like Sanka, Taster's Choice, like just coffee, like instant coffee granules. I don't know if they still... maybe I should put it on my shopping list for next week so I can just make a point of looking for it. I'm not going to buy that shit, no. But I want to know if they still make Sanka. That stuff was gross. I remember drinking it when I was a little girl. Like, people would give it to me. It's not real coffee. It's like, I think, completely decaffeinated and just has a gnarly fucking muddy taste. And you put sugar, of course, and milk, because, like, otherwise it's not, you can't drink it. You can't drink it. I don't know, like, you gotta be a tough hombre to, like, drink straight up Sanka with no sugar and no milk. Oh my God. But anyway. But I don't see the Sanka. Where's the Sanka? See, this room and its contents change. For the same reason I think other rooms that I mentioned, Gold Room, Colorado Lounge, the apartment, everything, that rooms and their contents change. I'll get to it when I get to it. I have a little theory that I've got in my little crock pot, in the Instapot. And I've got it set on low, so it's going to take it a good long time for it to be done. For my, Instapot, chicken pot pie or whatever, to be done in there. But whatever. So, I told you, this room, there's a lot of meaning in this room. These products don't make sense in a place like the Overlook, where they have the best people. I just don't believe it. Canned soup, for God's sake, come on now. Anyway, but this is what they expect these people to eat. For what? Like 5 or 6 months? Hold on. Okay, there's no fresh food whatsoever. Where are the vegetables? Like, where's the potatoes? I mean, potatoes can last a good long time, can't they? I don't see no potatoes. I don't see no rice. I see a little bit of pasta. Like, was that in this shot? Over here. Hold on. Yeah, these over here, these bags, these plastic bags with the red trim, are those noodles. At least that's something. Like, how do you go 5 months without potatoes? I just can't imagine it. But that's just me. Or rice. Like, No. Anyway, there's also this angle. So they're exiting the dry goods room. Okay, cool. And here come Jack and Halloran, and not Jack and Halloran, Jack and Ullman and Watson. And again, it's the same formation, just without Wendy. Ullman, then Jack, and then Watson in the back. I mean, like, I know, I'm concentrating on stuff that might or might not be. Well, I'll be damned. Hold on. Oh, Lord. There's a reason why I included this shot, because you can see these shelves through the door as they're walking out of the dry goods room. But, I just thought of something. I just thought of 2 things. My God. Okay, so like I said, the formation is always in the walkthrough for the hotel. Ullman, usually Wendy, Jack. Ullman, Wendy, Jack, and Watson. Wendy is missing here, but it's still the same formation, same order. So I guess Ullman is the most important of these 4 people. He's the one that's highest on the totem pole. And then Watson is at the very end. Maybe he's like the peon. But in between Watson and Halloran, there's Wendy and Jack, and Wendy's always behind Watson. Not Watson. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Ullman. Wendy is always behind Ullman. She's the one doing all the talking, more or less. She's the one asking all the questions. Like, Jack is just like, he doesn't say much. We don't see him say very much during this walkthrough on the last day of the Overlook Hotel being open on closing day. Like, he doesn't ask hardly any questions or say hardly anything to these 2 guys while we can see him. Wendy's the one asking all of the questions. That's what I wanted to point out. Also, I knew I wanted to put this shot in here because, again, you can see these shelves better. Okay? Now, you can see that this right inside the door is these stacks of Ritz crackers, and then the open, I guess packs, individual packs of crackers outside the box on the very top, which is weird. I think he might eat, I think maybe he even eats some Ritz crackers when he's stuck in there. Jack, when she locks him in there. I'm not sure, but there they are. Okay, so look at this. Look at this tang. All right, let me go look again. Yep. I don't see it. That tang from this shot, yeah, you should be able to see it. You can see it here. Yeah, you can see it here. But there's, 3 cans of tang. Okay, let me get to the zoom out. There's 3 cans of tang and 3 cans of Kool-Aid. But in this shot, as he's exiting, there's the tang, but I can't see no Kool-Aid. And then there's these white cans in the same cubby hole as the tang is. Let me see if they're there. Hold on. Nope. And they're definitely not here. Yeah. There's no tang or Kool-Aid or white cans that we can see from this. They should be in this area and on this shelf. Right above, there's tang here, but there's no tang up here. Yeah. I knew it. I knew there was a reason why I wanted to include that shot, or that screenshot of them exiting, because I knew there would be some information there that I would want to see. And then there's these completely closed boxes above the tang. Let me just check one more time since we're here. Yeah, we can't see that. We can't see the top shelf here, but we can see the top shelf here. And yeah, there's a bunch of boxes, but they're in a completely different formation. Let me get this one. Yeah, see that? Oh no, Stanley. Why you do this? Yeah, you get an even better look at what's inside of these shelves from this angle, but he made it like so peekaboo that it's really difficult. But there's 3 different versions of these shelves. There's the version from this angle, then there's the version from this angle, and then finally, as they're just like leaving the room, there's, again, it's different. Not like, and again, watching this movie, just having it run and watching it because you feel like watching a movie, like you wouldn't notice any of this shit. Good Lord. And look at this part. This is what I also wanted to mention. Okay, so they're exiting the dry goods room, and here come Allman and Jack and Watson, Halloran and Wendy and Danny are exiting the dry goods room. And he just listed like all the stuff that's in there, the cereal and all the stuff. And he says dry fruit, apricots, whatever, prunes. And as they're exiting this room, he says to Wendy, you got to be regular if you want to be happy. Something like that. When he's talking about the prunes, and everybody makes a prune joke about, they make you go to the bathroom. I won't be very graphic, but there's a reason people, especially older people, like to have their stewed prunes. And that's what Halloran says to Wendy. If you got to be regular if you want to be happy. I think in his cute, charming little way, I think he just told her that he thinks she's full of shit. I don't know. You guys let me know. And again, she's got both hands on Danny like he can't walk by himself. Like, what is going on with this kid? But yeah, I think he just told her that she's full of shit. He probably still remembers the doc thing. And, he realizes how condescending that was, basically, not in so many words, but basically letting him know that she thinks he's lying. He told her, he told her, in his own way, he told her she's full of shit. And she is, she's just, and he makes the little prune joke, and she's laughing. Danny's not laughing. Danny has he's had it. And there he's closing the door of the dry goods room as Allman, Jack, and Watson approach. Okay, and then he's making sure it's closed. Interesting. And here they come, and then Allman says something really quite odd. He says, "Hey, Dick, do you mind if we borrow Mrs. Torrance for a little while? I guess he's, he says, oh yeah, no problem. Of course. What else is he going to say? And here's like, what's his, what? Watson is, Lord Jesus, look at what just happened here. Okay, they exited. He's closing the door. And do you see? Halloran's body completely covers Watson. Wow, this is interesting. And before, Wendy's kind of covering up his body. Ooh, see, Watson, I don't know. They keep dogging him. But yeah, his body completely covers Watson as the three of them are approaching. And he's still covered Watson. And then finally, when he leans in a little bit, here's Watson, and he doesn't have stank face. In this shot, anyway. The prior frame, they're approaching, and Jack is smiling. That Jack Nicholson, like, mischievous smile at Wendy. Okay, and they're coming, and then, okay, now we can see Watson. Allman asks Halloran if they can borrow Wendy. Like, he doesn't belong to Wendy. I'm sorry, Wendy doesn't belong to Halloran, so that's a weird-ass question. But, okay, and they're looking at each other, not saying a word. These two over here, Wendy and Jack, both smiling like a couple of nuts. I don't know what to think of this. I guess they're putting their best foot forward today because, they're dealing with Jack's boss. Here's Watson. Okay, his face is getting sour again. All right. Yeah, and I forget the dialogue here, but they're asking to borrow Wendy, and then Danny is going to stay behind. I'm surprised she's letting him go. But whatever. And this is the part, and again, his face just gets sourer and sourer and sourer. And Halloran says, I was just about to get to the ice cream. And I think he asks Danny, how'd you like some ice cream, Doc? Or how about some ice cream or something? I don't know. I'll have to look over the dialogue again. I don't know if I want to do that now, but like, does he use the same phrase that was used, allegedly telepathically in the dry goods room? I don't know. Maybe I should check the script. I've got it there for a reason. Again, Watson's face just keeps getting sourer and sourer and sourer. And he says, how'd you like some ice cream? And these two are these two are smiling. Halloran's smiling. These two, not at all. Okay. Oh, here he goes. This is not a smile. I don't know what to think of this facial expression on Watson over here. But whatever. I'm wondering about this in his pocket. In his breast pocket on his jacket. Is that for his glasses? Is that a pocket protector? Not sure. But whatever. Okay. And, they're going to leave him with Halloran and then go about their business. And I think he asks the parents, Wendy and Jack, oh, you don't mind if I give him ice cream, do you? And they say, oh, yeah, no problem, fine. And again, Watson's face. My God, you got to watch that man's face. Ugh. Okay. Again look at this. What the hell? What is going on in this scene? What does he know that they don't know yet? Oh, I don't know. It's just weird. But yeah, she's saying, yeah, they don't mind. And then she's telling Danny to behave himself. And then Ullman puts his finger to his nose. And he keeps it there for like a while. And then they walk off, okay, and Jack makes a point of putting his arm around Wendy's waist as they're walking away. What the hell? That just seems like not necessarily inappropriate, but just kind of odd behavior to me. It seems odd they're not on a date. For God's sake. But never mind. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. Anyway, so they're off to get the ice cream. And this is what I wanted to mention. Halloran at this point asks Danny what flavor ice cream he would like. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, Lord. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Never mind. Later. If I don't forget. Okay, so at this point, Doc is asking, not Doc. No, I'm getting them mixed up again. Halloran is asking Danny what flavor ice cream he wants. And Danny says chocolate. And Halloran says something like, and chocolate it shall be. And then, they walk off to get the ice cream and to sit down or whatever. Okay. Listen. Listen. Let me go back a couple of slides. Okay. All right. So I think I've mentioned in my other Shining videos that I've shown this movie to groups of people. And one time I was showing it to a group of people, and I asked the room, why do you, because I was genuinely curious. I didn't know why. And I just turned it over to the room to see what they would say. And I said, why do you think that Danny asks for chocolate ice cream in this scene? When Halloran asks him what flavor does he want, he says chocolate. And then Halloran says chocolate it shall be. And one of the people in the room said, oh, Danny's asking for chocolate ice cream because Halloran is black. And at the time, I thought that was like a crazy thing to say. My mind has been seriously changed since then. But at the time, I was like, no, that's just nuts. And the other people in the room felt the same way. They were like, no, you're reaching. Like, why? Because Halloran is black? That's why Danny is asking for chocolate ice cream? I thought it was just a little too far out. Again, I have changed since then. Maybe the person who said that was right. Maybe that is why Danny is asking for chocolate ice cream. Because this has to do with something. Again, later in the movie, when we get to the climax of the movie, that I will definitely cover. I will definitely show you. But now, at the time when that person said that, Danny's asking for chocolate ice cream because Halloran's black, chocolate colored. I thought that was crazy back then. Now I think it's the only explanation. I think Stanley, did another one. He did another one. The surprises never end in this movie. I do believe that's why he asks for chocolate ice cream. But yes, because Halloran is black. Oh, and before you might say anything about me, the person who made this suggestion, who said Danny's asking for chocolate ice cream because Halloran is black, that person themselves, they were black. The person who said that was black. Okay. I swear before God, the person who said that when I asked, why do you think Danny's asking for chocolate ice cream? The person, I swear to you, that person who said is because Halloran's black, that person was black. So I'll just end that right there. Moving on. Okay, so they go off to have the ice cream. All right, and the four go flouncing down the hallway to God knows where. Okay, and here they are. I guess they've turned the corner, right? And we fade in from the kitchen to this hallway, I guess right around the corner from the kitchen, because I see plates. Is this where Danny's going to hide later in these stainless steel cabinets? I guess so, huh? So they're walking. Again, the same formation. Ullman, Wendy, Jack, Watson. Always the same every single time. Also, let me draw your attention to this. There's a clock. You can see it better when it fades back into the scene. This clock, what time is it over here? Please don't tell me that they spent like what, 3 or 4 hours in the dry goods room, because if my eyes are not deceiving me, this clock looks like it's like 2:55 or 1:55 or something like that in this clock. The clock over here, hold on, I'll find it. This clock, let me see if I can get a good shot. This clock, I don't know what to think. Y'all let me know. Take a look at it. Now I've pointed it out to you. I'm going to start paying more attention, hopefully, to the clocks as this movie progresses. Let me find it again. Okay, so here I said it's what, 10:05? At least it looks that way to me. Here, it's not 10:05. The long arm, the minute hand is like on 55, and the hour hand is like just about to click onto 2. So like, what is going on? What in the world is going on? I don't know what to think. Again, same formation down this green-ass hallway. Another no smoking sign. These red, I guess, fire alarm bells. Okay, here we go with this. I thought I had missed this, but no, I didn't. Here's another double door over here. Where does that go? It's another exit. Okay, great. Exit to where, though? Like when they say exit. Exit into another room? Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand. Anyway, there's this sign on the wall that says, "Notice to all employees, the area below should be kept clean and tidy." Okay. It said, I mean, I could barely make that out, and my eyesight isn't what it used to be. And I am reading this through expired glasses. But it says, "Note to all," and all is underlined. "Note to all employees, the area below should be kept neat and tidy." What area below? This counter over here with all these coffee cups? Is that what they're talking about? Jesus Christ. I don't see, like when below this sign is a wall. You know what I mean? Like this over here, I just don't know. I just don't know. And I just don't know. Also, what I wanted to point out in this hallway scene, when they fade into this scene, there's this guy, I guess, stacking plates over here. Okay. And he progressively disappears as they walk down the hall. Okay? Hold on. Let me try that again. Okay, there's this guy over here when we're fading in, like next to, I assume, is this a cigarette machine or a coffee machine or a soda machine? Not sure. Another no smoking sign, my goodness. Or maybe the no smoking, yeah, there it is. And then that guy just disappears. And then there's this guy with the plates over here, and he's messing with the plates. Okay, and then he just kind of, I don't know, where does he go? Doesn't make any freaking sense. Okay, and then here, he's gone. He's just gone. Do we see? Oh, there's his head. Okay, and where does that end up? Okay, again, disappears. Weird. And then this sign, "Notice to all employees, the area below should be kept clean and tidy." You know what I think about this hotel. Like, and you know what kind of clientele I think they cater to. What area below should be kept clean and tidy? I'm not even going to say it. I think you can figure it out. Let me just keep going. But I needed to point out that sign. It's just so odd and just random and whatever. Like, do these employees like constantly have to be reminded not to be complete slobs in this hotel where all the best people stay? I don't understand it. Anyway, they're walking down. I don't even know what they're talking about, but they're walking down the hall. Oh, look at these pipes. Blue over here, red over here. Okay. I don't know what this door, where does this lead? I have no idea. Does it lead to... I'm not even going to guess. I have no idea. This layout of this hotel, you could get lost in here real easy. Again, here's Wendy like asking all the questions, you know, she's kind of monopolizing this whole thing with Watson and Ullman here. And they're about to turn a corner. Okay. Another service area. Look at the stacks of 7-Up. Look at them. Again, another no smoking sign. My God. Oof. Okay. 7-Up. 7-Up. Another like workman back there. I told you about the 7-Up. I told you I did my rum break video. Like, did I cover all the alcoholic beverages that are featured in this? I think I did cover all the alcoholic beverages that are featured in this movie. The next beverage movie I do in regard to The Shining is going to be all the non-alcoholic beverages, including 7-Up. We never see anybody drink it, but it's there. And it's there because Stanley wanted it to be there, because he wanted us to see it. 7-Up was invented in the 1920s. I thought it was 1921. I was wrong. It was closer to 1929. And I think, like, I might have mentioned this in another video. I'm not sure. But yeah, 7-Up used to have lithium in it. Lithium is a psychiatric medication. I don't know what it's used for, but it's meant to calm people down. Okay. And this area, these holes are all green, like this, like unmistakably green, right? Is this supposed to mimic the maze that's not out there, but it's also green? I'm just saying. And the 7-Up bottles are green with a red spot in the center. That's, I need to get some 7-Up. I don't know. I usually just get Coca-Cola. I tried like grapefruit soda recently. It's okay, but it's not my thing. Maybe I'll get some 7-Up and relive my childhood. I haven't had 7-Up or Sprite for that matter in years. But here it is. Okay, cool. And there's again that workman hauling stuff around. What in the world is going on? Here's Halloran. They're about to have their little talk. While Danny, not while he's eating his ice cream, but he's just finished eating his ice cream. And they're mirroring each other, as you can see. Halloran has his hands folded. So does Danny. Danny's looking at Halloran. Halloran's looking at Danny. Danny just got done eating his chocolate ice cream. You can't see it here, but you will see it in a couple of frames. There's chocolate ice cream like around his mouth. Not a lot of it, but just enough to be noticeable. And here's the dish that he was eating the ice cream out of. It looks, I don't know if that's stainless steel or silver. I'm not sure. But it looks like a chalice. When he takes his hands away and you see it, it looks kind of like a chalice. And again, I see the makeup people did this. I believe they did it. They put this redness under his eyes. To me, that indicates insomnia, like really serious sleep deprivation. Okay, and in this particular part, Halloran is asking him, you know why I called you Doc, right? Because I guess he's psychic. He has ESP, he can communicate telepathically, and Danny is just like, no, he's not receptive to this conversation, at least not right now. And now Halloran is explaining what The Shining is, and him and his grandmother could have entire conversations without even opening their mouths. Okay. And notice something about Halloran. I don't know if you can, if you would like zone in on that, but me, Halloran's head is awfully shiny. I mean, I know he's bald. I don't know what bald men do, or men who shave their heads or whatever. This particular shot here. This is beyond just like his skin being thoroughly moisturized. I think the makeup people emphasized. I think they put whatever they put on his head to make it shiny because he's talking about The Shining and what that means. in this scene. Of course, his head is going to be shiny. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know. But he's telling him about him and when he was a little boy and his grandmother. And his grandmother called it The Shining. And here we are. I told you there was going to be chocolate ice cream around his mouth. And here it is. Just a little dot. But it's there. And it wasn't there a second ago. Frustrating. I'm almost done, you guys. This is going to be one of my shorter ones. I'm almost done. And this is it. This is the 30-minute mark on my copy of the movie. I've said basically everything that I wanted to say, I think, in this part 10 of Understanding The Shining. If you guys have something to contribute, you know I love that. You know I more than welcome people to put their own ideas and thoughts and what have you in the comments. I can't wait to see what all of you are going to write. If you don't like the way I'm doing this, go ahead, tell me. If you think I'm wrong about something, go ahead and tell me. Try not to be rude if you can bear it. You know why I'm saying that. Most of you are just perfectly lovely and you're wonderful. But there are some. Lord. Let me know what you think. Let me know whether or not you think I got something wrong, got something right, or misinterpreted, or maybe something I not just misinterpreted, but like something that I totally missed that you spotted while I was talking about all this stuff. I would appreciate that so much. And we're gonna figure this shit out. We're gonna figure this movie out. Oh yes. I'm just noticing that Halloran's eyeballs are kind of yellow looking. Oh my God, what's going on? Oh, good heavens. Okay, we're gonna talk about that next time in part 11. But for now, again, let me know if I missed something. Let me know if you think I got something wrong. I'm totally okay with that. I'm here for it. I'm trying to figure out what picture to leave you with as we go. Yeah. Should I make this my thumbnail? Not his profile, which is gorgeous. He was very strikingly handsome, the guy who played Dick Halloran. But like maybe not his profile, but like when he turns towards Danny and he's allegedly communicating with him telepathically, like, ooh Lord, I don't know. I shouldn't I? Like, just why not? This is the oddest way to photograph this man in this scene. Like, just weird. I'm just going back and forth between these shots. Oh God. Ooh Lord. I'll pick one of them. Probably this one. Oh, this is good. But you guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it so much. And again, if you have anything to contribute, feel free to do it in the comments. I can't wait to read what you have to say. And I think I've said everything that I needed to say for this one. I'll try to do part 11 not more than a week from now. Heaven help me. It's going to be a busy week too. I said February was going to be awful, and here we are. So I'm just going to stop babbling. Reiterate the church announcements. New viewers, thank you for being new. Returning viewers, thank you for returning. Subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. If you know somebody might be interested in this, please don't forget to like. That's supposed to help me get out there and get seen on YouTube. And other than that, you guys, thank you. I enjoy doing this, but I enjoy even more that those of you who enjoy my videos, I enjoy even more that you're enjoying it. So, that makes me happy. So I'll stop talking now until the next time when I find yet another reason to talk at you. It's probably going to be David Lynch, Coffee Break David Lynch next time. But until the next time I find yet another reason to talk at you, I'm going to go ahead and bid you bye-bye. So, bye-bye, everybody.